Hi, everyone. Hope you had a great week thus far. It's Wednesday, hump day, as people call it. We are here at Westmore Street Free Methodist Church, and we have some weeks of sharing with you. In particular, I am sharing balancing your well being. We have Bible study, we have um, book club, we have prayer time. We have time with kids, have time with prayer and learning more about God. So today we are talking about movement here with respect to balancing your well-being. I'm Michelle Bailey, and I am into well-being, functional movement, functional nutrition, looking at having the right mindset to be able to do what you need to do, execute what you want to execute, and also trying to continue building communities with such like-minded state of wanting to be healthy and staying healthy. So I'm all about that, and today here we are sharing about movement. And I have Mary with me today. So she's gonna ask me questions and I will share some information with you. And I'll ask her some questions so that we can get a dialogue going on what exactly movement has to do with our health. All right. So Mary, thank you so much for coming. Today you're going to move a little bit, but before we do some movement, we're going to talk a little bit. So, good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for having me. Good evening. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Great. Tell me, what do you know about movement? What is your step or thinking of movement?
I know that movement is good for you, and I know that on most days it's hard to push myself to do it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that, yeah. So, what might be some of the things hampering you from doing movement?
I blame myself a lot,
Okay.
especially since I could sit here and have a talk with you and know that I should be doing it, and simply choose not to and let almost anything else detour me from doing it.
Right. So, would you say that it's what I'm hearing is sometimes your mindset might be there? You
Yeah,
want to do it, you're all for it, but just something is stopping you from making that first step.
absolutely. There are even times I'll wake up in the morning, go to the gym.
Yes. Yes, I know you started working out.
Yes,
Yeah, and this how much months now?
a lot of months. Too many months to not have any more progress than I
Okay.
have. And I
Okay.
think that kind of shows that I don't always give it even my 100% when I get up and go to the gym. Sometimes I'm just maybe walking on the treadmill at a brisk pace, but I should really be pushing myself, making myself sweat, and
Right.
but I don't.
Okay. But you started working out, and that is a big step right there. So you began the process or the journey of movement.
Mhm.
And doing that allows you to be able to, you know, see that you're doing something for yourself.
Yes.
So you got that first initial gratification of, I get this. I did this for me, and I can see something happening. I've been seeing some results. But now you kind of like at a stalemate.
Yes.
Okay. And that is normal. People, when we think about movement or the lack thereof, at first, when we make that initial plan to move, we can now we are motivated, we're ready to do it. There's this push to want to see the results, and you're getting in the gym or you're getting your walks in. If it's summertime, you're making sure that you drinking water, you're doing things that can help you with your movement and your journey to being healthy. And then we get to this point where, hey, I'm not seeing as much results as before. I don't understand why this is happening. Why am I not seeing what I need to see given all the work that I'm doing. That is normal. What we need to remember is with movement, there is the desire or the need to be able to figure out how much I should be doing, how long I should be doing it, and am I incorporating other things to help me, like flexibility exercises, deep breathing exercises. So thinking about movement, you have to remember there are different components to remember. Yes, I want to be physically active. That is very important. Being physically active can prevent you from having certain symptoms like knee pain, back pain. If you're sitting too long, if you have a sedentary job, for instance, you're sitting at a desk for long periods, when you just stand up, you might feel some aches and pains when you just stand up. Or if you have a job where you're standing in one place for too long of a time and you move, you feel like your knees hurting you, your low back hurting you, you don't understand what's going on. Physical activity actually helps with giving you that strength to be able to sit for a longer period, stand for a longer period, and even perform activities in your home. I like to talk about functional movement, and what I mean by functional? It's the way of doing things that can work for you. So say, for example, you have a job whereby you're lifting a lot of things. You want to be able to squat and pick up that versus bending over and pick it up. You got to reach for something, same thing. I want to be able not only just to stand on my tippy toes to reach it, but when I do reach, how do I take this down? Do I take this down with just using my arms, or do I actually take this down using my whole core, my trunk of my body and my legs? So functional is basically learning how to do movements that's going to help you in the long run in doing day-to-day activities. That same concept can be translated into going to the gym. So yes, you go into the gym and you use a treadmill, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you use a treadmill, but sometimes you need to change up how you do on the treadmill. So the intensity of the exercise is important to understand versus the frequency you're going to be doing this treadmill. Are you doing treadmill every day? Am I doing treadmill just 2 times a day? Am I doing any other physical activity? So like, am I going to go on the bike one day? Am I going to go on the Stairmaster another day? Or am I going to do like a HIIT warm up, like jumping jacks and mountain climbers, things that will bring up your blood pressure, but bring up your heart rate enough so that you're warmed up to perform your strengthening exercises. Learning how to do that creates that opportunity to have variety and then see the results that you want. So we look at frequency of doing the exercises. We look at the length of time you're doing the exercises, type of exercises. So knowing what to do when you want to work out or change or add physical activity. For some, it is based on your age. It's based on if you have injury. It's based on if you used to work out before versus never worked out before. You need to know what is necessary for your body type, what's going on with you. So for a senior, just the fact that they standing and sitting from a chair a couple of times, which is technically squatting, that might be a big deal for a senior who doesn't move much during the day versus for you, Mary, I will give you standing and sitting, but I might give you that with weight. So extra weight. I might give you without the chair or a lower chair or a stool. So the intensity of the particular exercise is different for everyone. So you want to take into consideration as well. When you're looking at your workouts, the same thing applies. Okay, I've been walking on the treadmill for 15 minutes. How can I make this more intense to get more results and get my heart rate up? Okay, you want to be able to try to do things and that would increase that heart rate, but yet still, you could still reduce your heart rate when you stop on a quicker time frame. Okay. Having physical activity, knowing that, okay, yes, I need to do this. What do I do? So there are different things. You want to still do a warm up, which is dynamic stretches. So we will do a little demonstration today. I know Mary wasn't sure about that, but today we're going to do one. So you do a warm up. In addition, you have the strength training aspect of it. Now, as I said before, strength training could be different for everybody. A senior, standing and sitting is just about it for squats versus for you, Mary, I will give you squats with weights or create some type of resistance, even if we don't have weights, and I'll show you how to do that too. In addition to that, you still want to have a flexibility exercises. So at the end of your workout, you want to make sure that you do static stretches. If you don't do static stretches, when you keep pumping up that muscle, it's shortening the muscle. You want to lengthen that muscle, get it back to its original or even further so that it can heal better, because when you're working out, you're actually breaking up your muscle tissues. And that's a whole different story by itself. But pretty much what you're doing is you're trying to let this mend back in a healthier way so that you can grow more muscle, get stronger, and all the good benefits that we're always looking for when we work up. All right. So knowing what to do, when to do it, how much to do is important. I want to add another factor to that. The other factor being sometimes if you have a medical issue, the amount of exercise that you do varies from somebody else. So somebody who is diabetic versus somebody who has heart problems, cardiovascular issues, their training regimen is different than somebody who doesn't have any medical issue at all. Right?
Sense.
Right. So it's just knowing where you're at and learning that this is what is for me may differ from what is for another individual. And then learning how to adapt to what you're doing for yourself to be able to make or see the changes that you're looking for in the long run. So that you don't get that stable. All right.
Yes.
So today we're going to do some movement and we want to be able to, I'm just going to show some basic moves that we can use just in the comfort of your home, for instance, or you can actually apply these same movements in the gym and try to be able to use your body in different ways so that you can get to see the results that you're looking for. Sounds good?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, good. So we're going to warm up first. Put this down. Yep. Move this chair.
I'm good foot, okay? So we'll flip flops.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so we're gonna warm up first. We're just using this small space right here. You don't need a whole host of space to get any movement in. Okay. So what we're gonna do is you want to open your feet. Posture is everything. You want to open your feet about hip width apart, and you want to make sure that when you stand tall. I'll stand at the side. So you don't want to push your hip back too much. You want to actually pull your hip forward. So you actually engage in your core already. Standing nice and tall, shoulders back and down. So think of this as your neutral posture. This posture, you're standing in a line, for example. You want to make sure you have neutral posture. Because when you have that neutral posture, that actually allows for your body to actually reset itself and you prevent injuries. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're doing things that can help you from hurting yourself. So posture is everything. So just to warm up right here, what I want you to do, Mary, I love to do hip circles. Hip circles, this is the center of your body. It allows for all of your core to be engaged as well as your legs and your lower extremities. So hip circles, I just like to go around in a quick motion. Good. 4. I do 5 and then I go to the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I just go side to side. So now I'm kind of exaggerating, allowing for my hip, pelvis area to open up. Do you feel that?
I do.
Yep. So you're trying to let your hip open up. Yes, you'll feel this engage in the lower body, but it also engage your core. Because remember, you're keeping that posture, right? So there, I want to open my legs even a little wider. And then I go even wider. So I'm going side to side. So I'm stretching my inner thighs. See that? Good. And we're not bouncing. We're just moving side to side. Good. Now, if you are an adult, keep going, doing that for me, Mary. If you're a senior and you're thinking, Michelle, I can't do all of that, you can hold on to a chair, a counter, your kitchen counter, open your legs wide and just do a smaller range of motion of your legs going side to side. Okay? Still not feeling comfortable doing that? Have a seat. You're right here. Sit on the edge of your seat. So remember those circles? I will do a circle right here or go the other direction. For the side to side, however, what I'll do is just open my feet and step side to side. So this is for a senior. Again, it's based on your level of and your ability of doing movement. You want to do things that you're not going to hurt yourself. Remember, we're warming up. Okay, good. So another exercise just to warm up, marching it out. So you close your legs and you march it out. So again, still my feet are like hip width apart and I'm marching it out. While Mary's marching it out there, for my seniors, again, sit on the edge of your seat and just lift. Yeah. You could hold on to the seat. You still hold on to a table or a chair next to you, but you just can move. Another one would be tapping your heel forward. So I'm tapping my heel forward. For my seniors, you're sitting down, you just tap your heel forward. Again, we're trying to move. This is just a warm-up. Great. Good. All right. And last one for the legs. I'm bringing my heel to my glutes. So now I'm stretching my quads. Yep. Good. Now, if you're sitting down, obviously you can't do that. But what I would do is I would continue either marching it out, or if you can hold and pull your leg up, you're going to actually feel your quad stretching. Okay? So it's a gentle pull. Great. So the lower body warmed up. Even though we're doing lower body, your core actually was engaged there. Now you want to warm up your upper body. So very easy, big circles. Very big circles. Going backwards. So I like to go backwards because most of the times, for instance, if you're sitting a lot, you're hunched over.
Yes.
I'm trying to open up my chest and reset my body. Okay? So we're going that way. If you're senior, that's too much for you to do. If you can roll your shoulders back, right here. Shake your arms out, roll your shoulders back. Good. Another one, just swinging the arms side to side. Good. So swinging the arms side to side. Mary, you could actually add a twist and swing your arms side to side.
That would feel good for my back.
Yep. Yep. Mine's already popping. All right. And we're not exaggerating it. We just go it side to side. Seniors sitting side to side. Very easy movement you can do at home. And there is your warm-up. Now we could go into the workout segment. When we're doing a workout, so most of the times people think that if you have to work out and do a strength training, it has to be a lot of weights. Not necessarily. Every type of strength training workout has its necessary evil. Sometimes you can use a lot of weight. Sometimes you don't have to use a lot of weight. It's just depending on your ability of lifting in addition to what you have available to you. So you're in your home, you don't have weights like that. What I like to use is like a towel. I use a kitchen towel, for example. So I have a bandana here now. Let me use one. Thank you. Please, so what I do is I would create tension with the band. Okay, so I'm keeping my chair because I want to show my seniors how you can do this too. So for me, remember we were talking about the squats earlier? For my seniors, if this is too hard to do, it's okay. I'll give you even a further modification. But I'm here, just as we were sitting at the edge of the seat earlier. You want again keep your feet wide, like hip width apart. And right here, I am just lifting from my glute. So I'm lifting up and sitting back down. I'm not shifting my heel forward or anything like that. I am lifting myself up and sitting back down. Lifting up, sitting back down. If that's too much for you, if you could just do right there, that's all you need.
It's about my speed.
Your speed? Okay. Now, so for Mary, what you can do, actually, you can use it on the chair.
I'm gonna do a whole real squat.
But I want you to feel the difference of when you sit and stand. So keep your feet wide open to the edge of the seat, and you're pressing through your whole foot. Squeeze your glute, and you're trying to stand up versus scooting forward and standing up.
Yeah.
Yep. So no scooting.
Yeah,
No
no,
scooting. Just try to lift. There you go. Feel the difference?
I sure do.
Good. So you're actually using all the muscles in your legs from your foot straight up to your glutes, hamstrings. You feel it in your arms. Good. So we want to involve the upper body. So this is where this band comes into play. So pulling the band apart like really hard, you should feel your arms tightening up, right?
I do.
Good. Keep your core tight. See, we're still going. 6. Keep going. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. Have a seat.
What a beautiful number.
Well, as a personal trainer, 10 is not a number I normally stay at, okay? But I understand my community that I'm dealing with right now. So, how did that feel for you?
Felt good.
Good, 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 good.
Got my heart moving.
Yeah. All right. Now we're going to bring the feet forward. A lot of people complain about low back issues. So this is a really good movement to stretch out your hamstring, which is the back of your leg, and your low back and your glutes. So from sitting for long periods of time, sometimes your hamstring spot tightens up. If that's tight, your low back's going to feel tight as well because they're all connected. So one of the stretches I like to do is bring my feet forward. I'll take my arm and keep my chest out, stretch forward, and come back up.
Oh, I can
Feel that? Good. So we're going to stretch forward, come back up. Stretch, come back up. Good. Now, to change this, I will go on my heels alone, stretch, and I'll feel it even more in my hamstring. So, yes, yep. So you feel it in your hamstrings, which is the back of your leg. You feel this in your glutes as well as your lower back. Most importantly, your upper body, you want to keep your core tight, chest out, looking forward. You don't want to hunch. You want to keep your chest out and go forward. So we're going to do 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1. You might be saying, but Michelle, we're not doing anything with the upper body. We sure are doing something with the upper body, because when you hold this is called an isometric hold. And with the isometric hold, you're actually keeping tension of your muscles. So you should be feeling this in your shoulders, your arms, everything. You're going to feel it. All right. So you say, okay, Michelle, we're going to do the lower body. We want something to focus on the upper body. So I love to engage my core. So while we're sitting here, I like to do twists. So remember, I'm still sitting tall, keeping my core tight. And then I like to go up and down. Yep. Good.
Look like we're in dance practice.
And 1 more. 5, 5. Good. How did your shoulders feel right there?
Nice.
Right. So the minute you bring your arms up, and you keep the tension, again, you're keeping the tension of that band, you are creating tension for your muscles. So another exercise we can do right here for the arms or the chest, for instance. So we're going a little higher up now. So chest, you push it out and in. Feel that?
Really feels like you got weights.
Yes, yes. So it does feel like you have weight. You're using your weight of your body and you're pushing out and bring it in. Out and in. Give me one more. Out and in. Good.
Yes.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna do the shoulders. And remember, we went up just now, so we can go up and down. You can bring it in front of you, or you can bring it behind you. But still keep your chin up and your chest up. Good. And then going for 3 more, 2 more, and 1. Good. Good. Keep it out. All right. Right. So we actually worked our shoulders. We just did our chest. We did our hamstrings. We did our quads from standing and sitting, squatting. So we pretty much, we get our core with the twist, our back. I like to get back as well separately because that's just one of the areas for us. If we're sitting a lot, driving a lot, that tends to have more pain than anything else in your body. Just remember, posture plays an important role in keeping your back from hurting you. So while we're sitting here, remember that stretch where we went up like this? So for us to get to our back, you have to use your arms. So while we're here, chest is out, I'm going to pull back and squeeze and push. So pull and squeeze. So you're actually trying to bring your scapula, which is the 2 backbones, you're trying to bring them together when you pull back. So you feel that?
Yeah, it's like the row machine.
Yep. So when you lean forward, you actually get lower lats to take part in the exercise, mid back to take part in the exercise, even your arms take part in the exercise. So let's just do 2 more and 1 more.
I mean, after the very first one, I could feel it.
Yes.
In my back. I could feel it. Like
Right.
I've not even got out of the chair.
And we only use a bandana. Okay. So you can do these exercises at home. There are a lot more different things you can do with things in your kitchen. Sometimes I would use like a baking sheet pan, or I normally buy like a 2.5 gallon of water, which weighs about 22.5 pounds. I would use that to do my back rolls. That might be heavy for others. It's not heavy for me, but it's you can use things. You could get gallons of water. A gallon of water might weigh about 8.5 pounds. That's not too bad. You could actually use that to exercise at your home. But translate that to going to the gym for Mary. Mary, you could go to the gym. You have a variety of weights you could choose from. So now you can say, okay, I could use 10 pounds, 12 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds. Just be mindful of your posture. Posture is everything. When it comes to how much to do, it's dependent on what results you're looking for. So if it is you want to go to the gym and you want to build muscle, for you to build muscle, if you haven't been lifting before, the minute you start working out and doing strength training, you're building muscle. Okay? But if you kind of seasoned into it and you've been doing the same thing, so say you've been using 10 pounds to do bicep curl, for instance, and 2 months, 6 weeks down the road, you feel like I can still use this 10 pounds and you're not getting much the burn that you was feeling before. Go up to 12 pounds now. So you was doing 10 pounds and you was doing 12 reps and you think you don't want to lift too much heavier, go to 15 reps. So change your repetition count. Change the number of sets. So if you was doing 2 sets of 10 reps for bicep curl, it's now time to get to 3 sets of 10 reps or 3 sets of 12 reps. So, changing up and making your repetition count different versus the amount of poundage you're using helps to change how the weight feels and therefore change and transform the muscle you're working. Yep.
I'm learning all the things.
Yeah. So again, this is learning how to use movement to help you live better. And when we want to talk about movement, you have to be mindful. One, remember posture is everything. Posture is everything from any standpoint, from just standing up in a line, sitting down in a chair, doing exercise at home or in the gym.
Mhm.
Posture is everything. You're trying to prevent yourself from getting injured. So once you do your warm up, once you do your strength training, because we just did our full body, we're going to do a cool down. So we can do the cool down, which is pretty much just static stretches. We can do them seated, for instance. So right here, we have used our whole body. I'm going to start from the bottom up. So I'm sitting down. I want to extend my foot forward and my toe is up, but my heel is down on the ground. I'm going to stretch my hamstring and my glutes and my low back right here by sitting forward and leaning forward. Feel that? Good. So when you're doing your static stretches, you want to hold them for like about 20 seconds. And then take a deep breath in and breathe out and come up and then stretch the other side. So same thing. Posture, chest up, lean forward. Good. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Great. Come on up. Okay. So I want to get to the quad. We're sitting down. I want to lift from my knee and pull it in. Feel that? Good. So you're going to be feeling that in the front portion of your leg, upper part of your leg. Just take a deep breath in and breathe out. Good. Let's try the other side. All right. Split up. Just remember, keep your chest up. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Good. Bring it down. Okay. You see, Michelle, I think I want to get to my back now. Great. You can take one leg, bring it up. You actually feel this is the whole groin area when you feel that. So that right there, the piriformis, which is the side glute, you're gonna feel that stretching right there. It might be tight for some. Just take a deep breath in and breathe out. All right, my seniors might say, Michelle, I can't get my leg up there. What are you doing? So I will get a longer towel, kind of bring it and pull. Okay. So you got to pull it up. Okay. Now, while you're there, remember that forward motion we did, chest up and lean. You that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't hurt me, Michelle.
I'm not hurting you. I'm sitting over here stretching myself. You do your own thing over there. I'm not hurting you. Good. All right. Now we'll go to the other leg. So just bring that other leg up and hold it there. Good. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. All right, now sit forward. This is tighter for me. This side is tighter for me.
Yes.
Yeah, just hold it there. Take a deep breath in and breathe out.
It does
Great.
feel very nice, though.
Yeah, yeah. It's releasing tensions. Take a deep breath in again and breathe out. Good. All right, we're going up the chin. So the core, we just did some core stuff. I want to get more of my back stretched. So we can do a twist to one side and hold it there. Again, keep your chest up, hold it there, take a deep breath in and breathe out. Good. All right, let's switch sides. So here, all right, you must say, Michelle, I can't twist that far. So I'm holding on to the back of the chair and then pulling myself across. See? If this is my tighter side, so this might be where my range of motion is. But I'm helping myself by stretching a little further by holding on to the chair. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Good. All right. Pull the shoulders back, open up the chest. So some people can touch in the back, their hands. If you can't do that, that's okay. Chest up and just lift your chest, lift your chin, hold it right there. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Good. I like to hug, and that actually helps the chest too. Yeah. Take a deep breath in And breathe out. I like to switch arms. So one go, yep, and hold it, feel it. Good. And with this hug, we also helping stretch out the shoulders. Yep. Yeah, good. Those shoulders just worked a lot just now, all right? You want to clasp the hands now and push it out. Now, to involve the upper back in this stretch, you just round your back. This is the only time I tell you, round your back and drop your head. So you can feel that mid-back stretching out. Yep. Good. And now lift and stretch it right here. Good. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Good. Shake it out. All right. Let's get the neck. So even though we didn't do a neck exercise, our neck was involved. This is attached to our spine, which is attached to our lower back. So all those things still work. So what I like to do is just some simple holds. So for instance, the first one, I bring my head down, chin to chest, hold it there for about 10 seconds. Control the breathing. Now bring it up to the ceiling, chin to ceiling, hold it there. Good. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. All right. Bring it to neutral. So looking forward. And then I turn to one side. Try to go as far as I can. Hold it there. Good. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. And then switch to the other side. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Good. Okay, now drop the head to one side. Now, if it's really tight, what you can do is hold on to the chair on one side. So this is the side I'm stretching. I will hold onto the chair, my right arm, and I actually pulling down my shoulder. So do you feel that stretch? Good. If you're not feeling anything anymore, just rest your hand on your head. That helps bring it even more. So you're stretching all the scaly muscles, everything. Just hold it there. Good. Relax and release. Good. So we have another side. We're going to do the other side. So drop it first. Just hold it right there. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And normally our neck is like always tight, especially if we're sitting down for long periods. It is always tight. Then I grab to the chair. Drop the shoulders, stretching even more. Still taking a deep breath in and breathe out. And now, hand and just resting there. You're not dragging the head down, just resting there. And it stretches even more. Great. And relax. And there you have it. You just finished your workout. You warm up, you do the strength training exercises, and then you cool down. Let me know how it went for you. Just give me a little message and see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye for now.